Hi, this is our video for EA12 about combining units and unit conversions. Notice EA11 is at the top of the page. We're not going to write there yet. We're going to move our page up. This is on page 61, but it's the second half of the page. So don't write here, do right here. First thing we're going to write comes from Hobby and Fatoumata and Limeri and Prince. They made this awesome suggestion that we used back when we were making calculations that had units. And their idea is basically to cancel out units when one is on the top and one is on the bottom when you multiply, just like if it was an X or something like that. So we're going to use this example that they wrote here back from our forces unit. We're going to first just make a note to ourselves about what they're doing. For when you multiply, the note is this: if the same unit is on the top and bottom of the fraction, cancel it out. So an example of this, we're just going to use the example that Hobby, Fatoumata, and Limeri and Prince gave us. F earth on book equals 10 newtons per kilogram times 1.2 kilograms. We're saying the kilograms cancel out and we end up with 12 newtons. Notice we didn't cancel out the 10, we didn't cancel out the newtons, we didn't cancel out the 1.2. None of this is affecting the numbers or this 1 newton here. It's only affecting the kilograms because there's one kilogram on the top of the fraction and one on the bottom. The second suggestion comes from Joemi, Isatu, and Kadayatu. Their idea is if you're dividing two numbers that both have units, we want to make sure to keep those units as a part of the answer. So let's write that down as an example too. This is going to be very important for calculating slope. And we're doing division problems when we're calculating slope. So when you divide, their idea was keep both units in your answer if they are different. That is, if the two units are different. For example, let's just use the example that they gave us. 10 centimeters divided by 5 kilograms equals, I'm going to add something in the middle here because I think it clarifies things. Often we'll see a division problem written like this, with the 10 centimeters above the 5 kilograms on a fraction. These are exactly the same thing, just written two different ways. And what we're saying here is the answer is going to end up being 2 centimeters over kilograms. This is often pronounced per. That is, we could call this 2 centimeters per kilogram. Often when we see this slash sign between the two units, we use that phrase to read those two units together. Last suggestion real quick comes from Esther, Kiara, McCoy, and Anya. They had these two great suggestions to circle the units in the problem so you know that they're important. And also they came up with this at the end, like thinking back to math class where a reference sheet is often handy. Would this be useful in science class? In fact, right above EA12 in EA11, we have a reference sheet of basically all of the things that we're going to need to know that might be equal to each other. So for example, 1 kilometer equals 1,000 meters, 100 centimeters equals 1 meter. So if you're ever stuck, you may want to fold down this page so that you know that there is a kind of a reference sheet to refer to here. We'll look more at these unit conversions later, and probably later on in the year we'll write some things down in our notes here. How do you convert a number to another? So this is here for you as a reference sheet if you want it.